Ooh, this background. Alright. I remember seeing this in the credits last time, but this is my first time seeing it in-game, so to speak.
The room is ours. It is just you and I here. Now, what do you have to tell me?
The king's private quarters. Or is this your office? Honestly, I wasn't expecting such modest accommodations, given your considerable wealth. Your country has more precious stones than you know what to do with.
Are you listening? I asked you to state your business.
Whoops, my apologies. This is just such a rare opportunity for me. By the way, are you certain it's wise to be alone with a mysterious stranger like myself? If I were king, I would be much more vigilant. If looks could kill. There's no need to scowl like that. Yes, on to the matter at hand. The truth is... Yes? Several hours earlier.
An audience with me.
Yes, a foreign merchant is making a scene outside the palace. He's demanding an audience with King Jereme.
He requested me specifically.
He seems suspicious to me. Shall we send him away?
I will decide for myself. Bring him in for now.
Of course. At once, Your Highness. Guards! Yes, sir!
How strange to be requested by name. Or rather, it used to be. Perhaps that's a thing of the past now. The view from atop the unified throne was something I hadn't become used to yet. I still had a habit of looking next to me. What would you do?
Actually, I just noticed there's only one throne now in the throne room. Huh.
I wish he were still here, but there was no trace of him anymore. Because of me. If the merchant requested me by name, that may indicate he's aware of the situation with King Jevite. I haven't even made an official announcement yet. How could this outsider know? It gave me an uneasy feeling. I hoped it was just a coincidence.
Your Highness, we have brought the merchant. It's a pleasure to meet you, King Jereme. My, you're rather young, aren't you? How old are you?
Watch your tongue, outsider.
Oh dear, is it rude to ask someone's age in Cainabel? I had no idea. Please, forgive me. Today is your lucky day. Or is that greeting considered rude as well?
You have not come just to make small talk. State your business.
Yes, of course. Well, for your sake as well as mine, could you tell your guards to give us the room?
Give you the room?
It means that this conversation is for you and I alone. Or do you have a different expression for that in this country?
I told you to watch.
It is fine. Let him speak freely.
You heard the man.
Under the present circumstances, words and etiquette are inconsequential. I can't get a clear read on him. What is his goal? His clothes were covered in sand, and his face creased by years of exposure to the sun. He was unmistakably a traveling merchant, but... Come with me, merchant.
Your Highness, it is too dangerous to leave you alone with him.
I doubt he will pose any problem on his own. This is our stronghold. He is surrounded on all sides. If he exits this room without me, kill him at once.
Certainly, sir.
Kill me? You're just as ruthless as you look. Okay. The truth is, I am a messenger from the nomadic tribe of Grendel.
All at once, the mood. Wait, what did he say? Grendel.
Yes, Perhaps you've heard of it. In fact, I suspect you may be quite familiar with it.
I do not like where this is going.
Where what is going?
This conversation. What business does Grendel have here, given your country's open hostility toward Cainabel?
You mean you don't know? No, surely that can't be true. You must have so many bitter memories from your childhood. As the first prince, you were closest to the throne, yet you were still kept at arm's length, the unwanted son. The late king never named you his successor because you had the blood of Grendel's Emperor Uiska flowing through your veins. Alas, poor King Jereme! Oh, really? So you're from Grendel? Is that what we're going with? But how did you get here?
I couldn't deny his words. They reflected the same doubts I had long carried with me. How much did this man know? How much could I trust him? It would be easy to take him at his word, but... do you have proof of this?
Yes, but whether you believe it or not is up to you. If I could trouble you to bleed on this stone, just a few drops is enough. If you truly have the blood of Grendel in your veins, it should cast a green light that binds you to our nomadic people. What's the matter? Are you afraid to know the truth?
Even if I do carry the blood of Grendel, why have you come here? State your purpose.
As you wish. Are you aware, King Jereme, that the Grendel Empire is in the process of expanding its territory?
I have heard. Do you also intend to claim Cainabel as your own?
Yes, although not right away. We have certain laws, procedures for invasion. We always offer a chance to surrender first. If you submit, then you will be treated fairly as a vassal state. But if you refuse, then I'm afraid...
Whoa.
Do not underestimate Grendel's military power. You will be annihilated. After we have slaughtered your people and pillaged your resources, we will raze your country to the ground and burn the ruins. Not even history will remember that you existed. The ashes should become fertile planting grounds within a few years. However, in this case we are prepared to make an exception, considering you are the son of Grendel's emperor after all. Oh? What do you say? Will you sign a treaty with us? It won't be that bad. The Grendel Empire is prepared to treat your backwater country as an equal. Since you're supposedly so wise, I know you'll make the right choice. We spent our days waiting on word from King Jereme. In the meantime, Sir Ines and I decided to take camels out to the edge of Cainabel, both to patrol and to tour the country. We wanted to gather as much information as we could for the heights, no matter how trivial. You're really good at handling your camels, Sir Ines.
You don't have to praise me over every little thing. It makes me feel like a toddler.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it bothered you.
It's alright. As you get older, people don't tend to compliment you as much. It's a nice change of pace, at least.
So you're saying as long as it's in moderation. Not that this matters, but I'll be more careful. He only said that out of kindness. Sir Ines was my superior, and I was his subordinate. It was demeaning for me to praise him so much. No, he likes the praises, but we're not on his route, so we're gonna leave that alone. No, you're right. I'll be more careful going forward.
You should just do what you like. I didn't mean for you to worry over it. I really don't mind. As long as it's your honest opinion and you're not trying to butter me up for some reason. Besides, when you get caught up in the little details, you miss out on the big picture.
What bigger picture?
Don't forget our goal here. We aren't just riding these camels to get closer to one another.
Oh?
I see it, over there. Let's go, Cyrus.
Right. Are they going to look for their carriage? Oh, it's the oasis. I never expected to find a spring in the middle of the desert like this.
Me neither. But apparently this is a well-known landmark among the people who live here. There's a tent set up. No one's here right now, but it looks like it's been recently used.
It has Cainabel's national emblem on it. Maybe it's here for anyone who needs it.
Perhaps. Why don't we take a little break ourselves?
We tied our reins to the hitching post next to the tent and tended to the camels who had served us so well on our journey. They were very comfortable with people and nuzzled us when we stroked their heads. Aww!
I'm going to have a look around. Spend your time however you like.
No, I want to...
It's fine. Just rest up.
I'm not tired, though. If I can spend my time however I like, then I'd rather go with him.
I had no idea what to do on my own in a place like this. Go for a swim!
I guess I can look at the spring.
Enhance.
I stood at the edge of the water and took in my surroundings. Peculiar trees with long and narrow trunks grew around the emerald green pool.
That was the extent of my ability to describe it. Oh, Cyrus.
I bet Eltcreed would have had a lot more to say.
Probably.
He had expressed a desire to come, but instead he was staying with St. Yune in case something happened. His decision, naturally. He tended to come across as wild and free-spirited, but he knew how to compose himself when the situation warranted. I'll burn this image into my memory since Eltcreed couldn't be here.
Enhance?
I crouched down and dipped my hand into the water. It feels cold, but I wonder if that's just because the sun is so hot. Fish. Desert springs have fish in them? There were no animals living in the springs in the heights. They were artificial, which I realized after I compared them to the springs in the depths. How are there fish here? Doesn't the spring ever dry up?
Enhance!
I leaned forward to get a closer look at what kind of fish they were when...
Cyrus!
I snapped back to reality, immediately bolting upright. Then I lost my balance and felt myself pitching forward. I shut my eyes and braced myself for impact. But it never came. Instead, I was suddenly yanked back. Oh? Why am I having this moment with you? Heine! Wait, why? Oh no, buttons are wrong, everything's wrong. Why is this happening? Okay, but like, side note, I love that the locket is so prominent in this because it's the thing that ties them together. That's beautiful. But also, while gesturing aside, it is not your turn, sir. You need to you need to chill out a little bit. Have I even gotten another Eltcreed CG at this point? I don't think I have. No. Wait, Ines, what are you doing? Hold on, actually. That's the wrong thing. I mean, look at the audacity of this boy. He is completely grayed out. Like, there's the... This guy is glowing. He's full up. Huh? Ines, what are you doing? Alright. I'm gonna stop being salty. We're gonna keep going.
Serena's.
I almost sent you tumbling into that spring there. Sorry about that.
Not at all. Thank you for catching me. I would have dried out quickly in this weather, but it still would have delayed us. You can let go of me now.
Right. Sorry.
The audacity. The audacity of Heine over here.
I, of all people, should have... You were standing very close to that spring. What was so interesting about it?
Why did you yell my name? I was worried, man. I thought we were being attacked or something.
It was the fish that caught my attention. I can't believe there are fish here.
Really? I wonder if this spring...
What is it?
Someone's coming. That direction.
Now someone's coming.
I turned to look where he was pointing and saw a group of riders on camelback approaching us. They don't look like soldiers. Traveling merchants, maybe?
They're too far to say for certain. I don't think they're bandits, but let's keep our guard up.
Right. I'll run and grab the camel so we can make a quick retreat if we have to. I quickly returned to the tent and untied our mounts. The party of riders arrived at the oasis just as I returned to Sir Ines' side. They all hopped down to the ground together. The one who had been riding in front approached us on foot.
The mystery group.
Good afternoon. Are you from Cainabel?
Does that mean you aren't?
It does, but we aren't looking for trouble. We're just a caravan passing through.
What's a caravan?
You don't know that word? How strange. Even children who grow up in the desert are familiar with caravans.
Uh-oh.
Sir Ines cleared his throat slightly as I panicked over my mistake.
You assume too much. Prior to coming of age, the young miss here spent her entire childhood behind closed doors. Her whole world was nothing but a single cramped room before now.
Oh?
Naturally, I could explain it to her, but this is the perfect opportunity for her to learn directly from the source.
You poor thing. Young lady, a caravan is a group of merchants that travels the desert together. We move from place to place, guided by the wind.
A convoy, in other words.
I just nodded and said thank you to avoid any further trouble.
If they're just a convoy, then we can probably relax. Wait. You don't have many goods or supplies for a group of traveling merchants, do you? There was only one animal per person, and their loads were light. Even the camels I had seen transporting goods in town carried more than them.
It makes traveling easier. We're on our way to stock up in Cainabel.
I see. Young miss, I think it's about time we return to the estate. The master will be worried if we aren't back before sundown.
You know what, kudos to Ines, though, for concocting this entire fabrication of a story to be like, alright, we're not gonna give them, like, any information about nothing.
Yes, you're right. Thank you for the informative conversation. We'll take our leave now.
Of course. Have a nice day, you two. Who ever heard of a sheltered girl carrying a sword?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's a good point. I guess both groups made some snafus there. We returned to the desert, leaving the oasis behind. I took one last look at the caravan before setting my sights on Sir Ines' camel in front of me. He's going kind of fast. I spurred my camel on so I could ride alongside him. What's wrong, Sir Ines?
Those were no merchants.
What do you mean?
Their posture, their positioning. Merchants usually travel tightly in groups. It didn't seem natural. They may have been soldiers. Either that or they've had military training.
Why would a group of soldiers pose as merchants on their way to Cainabel?
I don't know. But we should report this as soon as possible. Let's hurry, Cyrus.
Is it like the advance party that's coming to invade?
Meanwhile, at the palace...
I see. That eager to return, are you?
I'm afraid so. We had intended on waiting as long as possible for your orders, but you seem to be growing busier by the day. Why not allow us to remove one extra thing from your plate?
We'll send a gift to express our gratitude once we've returned safely. People back home are waiting for us. Won't you allow us to go?
Hey, you can't just go in there!
What is the meaning of this?
What is the meaning of this? Who are you? Whoa. 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 I think I kind of remember you from the intro, but I didn't know your hair was that cool. Dang, dude. Alright, I see you, I see you. Are you the Emperor? Or just someone up there in Grendel? I don't know. Eesh.
You all really should be better prepared. There's no need to stand on ceremony. After all, this is a tearful reunion. Isn't that right, brother?
Oh god, you're also the son of the Emperor? Oh no! Oh, this is an interesting story for Jereme. I gotta admit, I'm more intrigued by like Jereme's side of things than I am Jevite. Jevite worries me. I can't get comfy with him. Jereme's got like this interesting internal family drama stuff going on. It's like, I love and was jealous of my, who may have been my half-brother, but we may not even be related. And now he's meeting somebody who may actually be his brother? Like, full-on brother? So then we find out, does blood run thicker than water later? You know, that's the kind of the vibes I'm getting here. And I'm like, there's so much interesting stuff with this that could happen.
Are you from Grendel? Yes. I am Kalsar, son of Grendel's Emperor Uiska. Your half-brother.
Oh gosh, another half-brother! Okay, so... Does nobody have full siblings around here? They're all half-brothers.
Half-brother?
I went to all the trouble of sending a messenger and you just turned him away. Oh, so you left me no choice but to come and see you myself. Now tell me that's not brotherly love.
What is he talking about, Your Highness?
Oh, what's this? Don't tell me they didn't know. No, that's impossible. It's common knowledge that his mother was abducted by the Emperor's guards.
Oh, you're related through your mom. Oh, so your mom didn't die? The records just show that she died, but she was actually abducted? Is that what you're insinuating? Oh.
Remember. And it's equally well known that she was pregnant with you when she escaped King Jereme.
Oh, okay, no. So, she was kidnapped. And then was pregnant with Jereme and came here. Married the king, I guess? And so the king took him as his own son, even though he wasn't related. Oh, man. Oh, this is confusing. Okay. So you're related, potentially, related through the Emperor. That's where your half-brother comes in. Okay, I understand. So close.
Now I wonder, was the late king your father, or was it the Emperor? I think you know the answer, don't you? No one here loves you, do they? Poor man.
Why, you...
Stand down. Let him speak.
But sir!
He is Prince of the Grendel Empire. Harming him will only give them an excuse to invade us. That's right. I knew you would understand, brother. The pass is all water under the bridge. Why can't Grendel and Cainabel be friends? What we seek is fuel. We can take it ourselves. You don't have to lift a finger. Nothing has to change. You can go on playing king of this backwater country just like before.
Meanwhile, these two in the corner like, oh my.
I don't like this. Perhaps I should intervene.
What do you plan to do, Yune?
Wait, let's not rush the third act. The king hasn't even left the stage yet.
Eltcreed's like, I want more of the tea.
Are you finished? Yes. What happens next is up to you. I see. Then be gone. You would do well to leave this palace and my country immediately. Hey now, I've been nothing but nice to you, but there's only so much foolishness I can tolerate. Don't you understand? No country opposes Grendel and survives. Yours is no different. That may be, but I refuse to give this country up without a fight. I do not care about things like love, things which I have never known. Even if we are connected by blood, Cainabel is my birthplace. And as for your treaty, history has shown that any nation which signs it is ultimately swallowed up by the Grendel Empire. Cainabel will not surrender to your savage lust for power. Now be gone at once. What did you say? Have I not made myself clear? Then perhaps if I speak in Grendel's tongue. Ilya uiska vasis.
You bastard, I'll kill you!
King Jereme!
The power of Sekie compels you to fall over. Why is every other guy getting the same tree except for Eltcreed? Okay, but Yune, you look cool. Not gonna lie. Yeah!
Whew. Just in the nick of time. You were ready for the third act that time, right, Eltcreed?
Indeed. Sorry I wasn't able to come up with a more fitting signal.
It's alright. I gathered that I should be ready in case something happened. That's why I was able to concentrate. Just to be sure, is the king alright? Me? I'm perfectly fine. Hey. What's going on here? Who is this boy? It would take too long to explain, and this really isn't the time or place for it. I could do more than just the arm if I wanted. I could blow off all 4 of his limbs, or reduce him to nothing but ash. Wouldn't it be in your best interest to leave quietly? Is this really worth your lives?
Oh right, I forgot how deadly Sekie is when threatened. Ew. No touchy the Yune.
God, it's the devil himself.
What about the injured man, your majesty?
I don't care. Just deal with him.
After hesitating for a moment, 2 of Khalsar's men hoisted the injured soldier onto their shoulders and departed. A chill wind blew in through the open door.
That was some impressive work, Saint Yune.
I'm sure they had never seen such a display before. You'd be stunned too if you weren't anticipating it. Ah, now I understand. The reason you always have someone stationed close to you but not too close. It isn't to protect you. It's to keep others from touching you, isn't it?
Hey, you figured that out fast.
Because I was the closest to what happened. The moment his blade made contact, the man's entire arm expanded and then burst, moving from his fingers up to his shoulder. Why it reacted that way is a mystery, but I suppose the cause is trivial compared to the result. You're awfully calm considering what you just witnessed. Most people are at least shaken. Some even faint.
You're obviously brave. You wouldn't have picked a fight with those men otherwise. I happen to have an explosive temper myself, but I've never started a war before. It looks like you're in for a tough battle, King Jereme.
Yes, this is how it starts. You are a politician, correct? What would you do in this situation?
I don't have the whole picture, so this is just a guess, but I finally became king, but I'm actually the prince of a hostile nation. We were invited to sign a treaty, but it's obviously a trap. What do I do? Does that about summarize your question?
You certainly know how to cut through sentimentality.
I have to get the facts straight, don't I? And allow me to reiterate that I'm not working with a complete picture here. Now, if I may continue, let me think. In theory, I approve of King Jereme's actions. Given his position, the circumstances, and the tone of the discussion, I think his resolve was admirable. The question remains, what now? I don't know anything about the size of the Grendel Empire. We might do well to start by defining what even constitutes an empire. Is it the right call to stick to your beliefs, even when it puts your country, your people, at risk? Despite how I may seem, my views tend to be rather extreme. That said, I make it a policy never to start a war I have no chance of winning. Although if this is a personal matter, then I can't say I don't sympathize. It might get me labeled as a traitor, but I think I would choose the path that keeps my people alive. That's my honest opinion. No one can say what is right, though. That's for the future generations to decide, using criteria we can't even imagine. In the here and now, all we can do is live by the seat of our pants. Let's live the best we can, for the future.
Oh, Jeremy's perspective. All the guys button in on Eltcreed's route. Wonderful. We love it.
Here is my report, Your Highness. Our scouts have confirmed the position of Grendel's soldiers. They are currently in the vicinity of Ostove. They number roughly
Roughly what?
30,000.
I see. They could be here by the day after tomorrow. My nerve remains strong, contrary to my retainers. At best I was resolved. At worst, resigned. The facts were unlikely to change. All I could do was accept them. Their numbers aren't that great, but they make up for it in fighting prowess.
Where are we now?
The nomadic tribe of Grendel was also known as the Grendel Empire. Their people were renowned hunters, who practiced archery and horseback riding from a young age. Their strength and mobility on the battlefield were unmatched. Cainabel had avoided conflict with its neighboring countries ever since its inception. We all had different cultures, different peoples, different religions, different governments. Yet despite those differences, as descendants of those who had survived the Great Flood, we held a mutual respect for one another. It was impossible to make everyone happy. Each of our countries was surely struggling with its own problems. And yet, from an outside perspective, we had attained a state of peace and balance. That was also why no single country had the strength to stand against Grendel. Unfortunately, a fierce will is not enough to counter violence, and regrettably, an indomitable spirit will not shield a person from arrows. We were too powerless, too defenseless. We were like an infant beneath the foot of an elephant. There was no telling what drove Grendel. One theory said a drought in the grasslands had started it all. The reason was no longer important. All that mattered were the facts before me.
We should recall our discharged soldiers to form a defensive unit. There might still be enough time if we act now.
To what end? It wouldn't be enough. Our efforts are nothing but a drop in the ocean. How is the evacuation proceeding?
Estimates put progress at about 40%. Of those, 60% are traveling over land and 40% by water. Every boat in our possession has been pressed into service. We have ordered them to be used as ferries, but it seems some people are fleeing downstream.
Given the circumstances, there is nothing we can do. 40%. I knew it would be difficult to evacuate everyone.
Yes, and there are a significant number who refuse to go. I have tried persuading them as you commanded, but they would rather die than leave.
I see. Then we should respect their decision. Their lives are not ours to meddle in. There is also no reason for the rest of you to remain here until the last minute. Check with the others again. Anyone who wishes to go now may do so. I had hoped to prioritize evacuating the people, but we are almost out of time. Reunite my honored guests with Ashnoir Lavalis Jevite, and evacuate them as well. If they have no means of transportation, then allocate camels for their use. And then release the prisoners.
You would pardon them?
They may be guilty, but they are still our people. However, anyone taking advantage of the chaos to commit a crime is to be killed on the spot. Also, nothing. That is all.
I wonder if he had a message for his brother.